All right, another Hollywood.com podcast episode, web thingy.
Man, they still letting us do this?
Well,
right here on Hollywood.
I'm excited to be here.
man, we look. Here's the situation. There have been some episodes that we haven't posted up. There's one that I put up on the actual spill page, but to the lovely people who are here at Hollywood.com who don't know about us, this was our attempt to actually get you familiar with us.
Yeah, we got to break you in just a little bit at a time because it's a little bit more than you're used to at Hollywood.com.
Time
Yeah.
to break that hymen.
We do come at we do
Have it
come
bleeding.
we do come at you a little fast with a lot of stuff. It can be a little disorienting at
Oh,
first,
yeah.
but relax, lay back, and let the sweet dulcet tones of Corey Coleman wash over you.
It's
What
the
is it?
quiet store.
Because y'all are all,
Playboy.com, what's going on?
y'all are all used to your Sandra Bullock and your Kate Hudson, Matthew McConaughey movies. And we're going to offer something with a little bit of edge to it.
What the hell are you talking about? I know it's late, but damn. Well, see, people. Now this is what
I'm
it's
drunk,
like.
man. Shit.
I know you.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Whatever.
Leon came in and went straight to my kitchen. You got any whiskey? Let me tell y'all what this is all about. If you can't hear what's going on here right now, this is us. This is how we
so.
talk.
That would
Yeah.
suck if they can't
I
hear
know.
it because we're recording for what reason?
Audio just lost. No, this is us. We're all friends, and this is how we talk. This is how we talk, and this is whatever little success that we have. This is what everything's been built upon. Us just hanging out and talking like this, like
This
you
is
would
how
talk to
I
your
talk.
friend. Yeah.
We've known each other for a really long time.
Too long, if you ask
to the
me.
point where, like, we know each other's foibles, and sometimes we embarrassingly enough say them on.
I know
live
who
air.
watches their underwear, who doesn't.
I dare say I've known Corey for about 16 years.
Oh,
We've
it's-
been friends that
oh
long.
yeah, no. It's so people when we talk, like Cyrus said, it comes at you pretty fast. So, but
In your
because
hair.
Hollywood.com has acquired us in some fashion, we need to have a way to talk to you until you actually know, like, okay, these guys are crazy.
Yes, now that we are the bitches of Hollywood.com, we're here to tell you hey, while you're here on their site, you should come over to our site, which they own.
Yes.
It's called Spill.com, where you get the full Spill experience.
The spill effect is in effect.
which is like a lot of vulgarities and cursing because that's what we do.
But-
we're
but
holding
that's
back a
not
little
all
bit
we
here.
do.
No, that's
That's
not
all we do.
Now, we give a humorous insight on movies. Sure, it's movie reviews, but our goal is to give you a movie review that's so entertaining that even if the movie's bad, you'll like the review better.
Yeah, no, what I describe to my friends is like, okay, so you like movies a lot and you have a few friends who like movies a lot. Imagine if you just went to go see a movie with all of them, you have a couple beers and you sit back and you talk and you joke about the movie. That's what we do.
Except
And
we're funnier than your friends.
Except we're funnier than your friends.
And we are.
distill the best parts out of it, and the genius of Corey Coleman makes it look all pretty.
An editing genius.
Oh, please.
Genius.
Thank you. I know. I didn't.
Calm down over
I know.
there.
I'm gonna be a terror after this.
seriously,
I just tell
Corey. I love what you do.
I just tell my friends, do you like movies, penis, and fart jokes? Come to Spill. Come on.
Shut up, co-host. I'm a genius. No, really. We're trying to make it seem like we're very juvenile, and we are. But we do. but
can be.
We're
Not
acting
that
right
we
now.
are, but at times we can.
No, we do have a very intelligent view on film. It's just under the guise of a lot of bullshit. So, but now, what we've been trying to do with this podcast is try to figure out a format. And we really haven't done it. And the last one that we did, Hollywood.com told us, they said, you know what, guys, just be yourselves. And we were. And we talked.
Oh, not those cells.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Could you be yourselves except not? Because last podcast that we did, now this is how we talk as friends. We were supposed to be talking about the new technology in film that is going to drive people to the theaters. What new gimmicks have they come out with? We talked about the D-Rock chair.
D-Box.
The D-Box, D-Rock, whatever. I'm thinking about a rapper, D-Box.
Debo.
Smell-o-rama.
That's my necklace, punk.
Yeah, we talked about what was it, the 3D the 3D technology that's trying to get people in.
Sure.
Now we're talking about this, and somehow we managed to work in sex toys. We managed to work in.
Can I stop you before you get this podcast unaired?
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say.
all right.
Well,
all
it
right.
went. It went like you felt like you did if you woke up in a parking lot after feeling funny after a drink and your pants were down. You're
Cyrus's
like,
last
I don't
date
know what
was
happened and my ass hurts.
Yeah, exactly. So see, we're getting started already.
I know, that's bad.
But
So-
speaking of that 3D, though, I want to say real quick. Now we're going to Comic-Con this year in San Diego,
Yes,
the
we
Big
are.
Daddy, and they've announced that James James Cameron's Avatar. They're playing 30 minutes of it there with the world premiere ever of that new whatever it is 3D technology that he's got.
Can I tell y'all something? There's
Yeah.
no way we're gonna get in that.
Oh, maybe.
Comic Con's gonna be sold out. There's gonna be so many people. There's no way we're gonna get.
See,
talking
but you're
about,
not used
man?
to going with a press credentials. From what I'm told, they really do jump you to the front of the line. With
Okay.
that.
Anything else
So,
you want to tell us, Mr. Sour Grapes?
Yeah, and let's
It'll
not-
never work.
We might as well just go to Tijuana.
We're all doomed.
Is there a Santa Claus?
And listen, I got some personal pull with James Cameron. I don't want to say anything, you know.
He's your best
were
friend.
you his pool boy?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Cabana boy.
Did you rent one of his movies?
I'm like,
You were having sex with Linda Hamilton while he was out filming Titanic.
no, I was actually having sex with James Cameron. Coming, Mr. Cameron.
You better not be.
I'm sure Hollywood.com really
Okay.
wants to hear that.
So, people, I'm joined here. I'm gonna go counterclockwise across the room.
Oh, are
here.
we going back to the introductions?
Oh no, it's clockwise that I'm going through. Yes, we're going because we haven't done this in a couple of weeks, so we're going to do a quick introduction. Not anything real. I'm just letting people know who's here. I'm Corey from the site spill.com, and I'm joined with Cyrus.
Hello, I'm Cyrus.
We have Leon in the
And I'm
room,
Leon right here.
and we have the co-host 3000.
Yeah.
Damn right. Say it with pride.
Yeah, screw the Terminator. We've got the coolest
The
robot.
best robot
You
in the
screw
world.
him. I'll screw
Well,
Jessica
okay,
Alba.
maybe not the best robot.
Okay.
Maybe the coolest. Well,
Keep
okay,
him
not
coming.
even that. But
He's
Yeah.
cool in a retro
you know
way.
what? He's a robot that we got.
Made with the latest technology and artificial lack of intelligence. So we,
Oh my God.
High-
Did you
high
just say
tech-
that?
Yes, I did.
Mr.
Running on
Funny Man?
Windows 95.
Who
All
wrote
right.
that for you, Cyrus?
Damn it. I'm trying to
More
find
like
different
Windows
voices.
94.
So now this is what we're still experimenting. We're gonna hit on something, but one of the things I thought we might try this week because ain't nothing else works is that I said, you know something, we should just take an email from spill.com.
Oh, we're not going to talk about the death of David Carradine?
No.
That's depressing. I don't want to hear about that.
You think that might get us thrown off?
This is trying to be a clean podcast.
too soon.
We've already had James Cameron sodomizing Corey.
All right. Look,
Let's
look,
go.
I know all the stuff with David Carradine's death is like too dirty to get into. But my favorite new thing is that his family is like, no, you guys don't understand. He was in Bangkok investigating some underground kung fu gangs, and they did this to him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys, he was 70 years old. He hadn't played kung fu in 25 years.
What that was is someone offered them a picture deal.
Okay, people, let me tell you something. If you don't understand what happened to James Carradine, this is a little
David
old.
Carradine.
I'm sorry, David Carradine. James
Cameron,
I still
David
I still have him
That's
on my.
another guy we don't
Dave,
know.
if you don't understand what happened with David Carradine, it's gonna be old by the time this podcast goes up. Maybe not because the investigation is still
Yeah, I
going.
know. They uncover something new every week.
Yeah. He was found. Now, when he died, everybody was like, "Oh, wow, David Carradine, a great actor, has passed on." And then they say, "Oh, wait a minute, he died from doing what?" And it was from autoerotic
Well,
asphyxiation.
first it was like he committed suicide. He hung himself in a hotel. Well, first he was found in Bangkok, in Thailand. You're like, ooh, but he hung himself in a hotel room. Oh,
He was naked.
he was naked. Ooh,
Well, then you heard that he wasn't only, he was tied up, but he was tied up in more than one place.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
yeah. They
Which
said the
means
rope was
that
around his neck and
and
other
his-
places.
and
Yeah.
his penis.
Like,
and,
uh-oh.
and I'm thinking, okay, how a gang came in and did this. How many people does it take to tie his penis around a rope?
Cyrus, what's the answer?
The answer is 3.
I will say, if you wanted to like completely discredit somebody, the best way to do it is fake their death and make it look like they committed. They died by autoerotic asphyxiation.
Somebody must have really hated him if he was murdered.
Can you say that again real
Damn.
quick, Leon?
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I
it-
thought you said.
Like, I mean, hey, look, it could be crazy things have happened, but it really does seem like that situation where it's like, wow, you know what? We really don't want him to die like that. So let's make up a story. It's the same
Yeah.
thing where, like, when you got beat up by a girl and you told your friends, oh, yeah, 5 guys came around the corner and jumped me, man. It was crazy.
Then one of their dudes brought out their girlfriend, just started pummeling me to death.
This is David Carradine, and I'm willing to buy the bullshit. I want to believe the family story. I like that much better. I don't
It
care
sounds
what's
cool,
true.
but except he has several ex-wives who said like, yeah, this is the kinkiest guy I have ever seen in my life.
really?
Well, have you
Oh,
seen
yeah.
have you seen the way the guy smiles? I mean, come on.
There's-
Are you
there's-
really shocked?
Yeah, right. He is a creepy looking guy, kind of.
And
There were incest allegations going on.
Oh, don't
Oh
go
yeah,
that far. Are you
man,
serious?
I'm telling
Yeah?
you,
Oh,
it's
no.
a rock you don't want to lift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I heard today that they actually, this may be a rumor, but that now apparently they're like pantyhose involved, and
Oh my goodness.
boy.
you know,
This is a freaking.
We-
I was about to say, this is a freaking motherfucker. Oh, I'm on Hollywood.com. But damn, man, what else?
Yeah.
What's going on with this?
I
Listen,
try
man?
not to believe everything I
The
read.
only
but,
thing that could make this story worse was if his dad was to give you his porn collection for you to read on the air.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, people.
There you go.
This is a joke that happened on it's not even a joke on Spill.com.
No,
We
it is no joke.
We talked about a story. Yeah, co-host was there on one of the podcasts that we do because on Spill.com we do several. We have 3 major podcasts that we do, and I'm going to go in the order that they were created.
Sure.
We have a couple of cold ones with Corey and Carlisle. Carlisle's not here tonight. We have the League of Extremely Ordinary Gentlemen.
No. I do believe.
No,
that,
we were first.
Were,
Before
we,
Let's Do
were we
This.
before Let's
Yeah,
Do
uh-huh.
This?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
were.
were.
Yes,
Okay.
you were. League of Extremely Ordinary Gentlemen, LEOG for short. And
Where we
then-
all talk about comic books and television.
And that's the comic book and television podcast. As you can see, we cover everything on this site. And then we have because a couple of cold ones is straight almost movies and a few conversations with me and Carlisle.
yeah, you guys cover the top 10 and
The
whatever current
news of the
story is going
day.
on.
And
if
then
you will.
yeah, news about movies and whatnot. You guys are comic book and television, and me and the co-host 3000. We do Let's Do This, which
I don't know what it is.
it's
but
straight. It's straight bullshit.
It's Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
That's the 2 buddies coming out of a strip club at 4 a.m. who are wasted, and it's
Yeah,
that conversation they have. Going,
Yes.
dude, man, remember that time?
Yeah. And
That's
it's a chick
exactly.
strip club, just to let everybody
Just
know.
to be clear on that. Yeah.
And I will go on record as saying it is the funniest of the podcasts, although it does
is.
go on for 3+ hours.
Well, lately we've been doing it for two and a half.
We've
We've gone down
trying
to,
to cut it down.
We've gone down to 2 hours
Yeah.
and 57 minutes. We heard the
See, the problem is when you're drunk, you can't really tell
Yeah,
time.
yeah, time
anymore.
folds
Really,
in
it's
on
really
itself.
Man, we have such a good time. We just said we don't care. And you know something? It is meant for those people who are at work and can't stand their job and they're at a desk and they listen to it and they're like,
True.
you know what, man? You made the day go by faster. I can't stand that bitch talk up for both. But so yeah, we have all these podcasts there. Now on one of the podcasts, Let's Do This. Co-host and I brought out my collection of porn.
No,
from
not your collection.
Yeah,
Far from it.
Your dead friend.
My-
my
we
friend-
had a friend who had an untimely death.
I had my friend Albert died. It was very sad for me, but his father and I became close after he died. His father told me one day, he's like, I have some things that Albert left behind that he'd like for you to have some videotapes of the gentlemanly kind. And I was like, and I took them and brought them home. And what's the first thing I did? I was like, co-host, we got to do a podcast about this.
Wait, was
And
that
I
actually
said,
the first
sure.
thing you did?
Oh no! Okay. No, the first thing I did was call up everybody I know who had a VCR because I didn't have one at the time. I was like, I gotta have one for what? Don't ask me questions. Just give me a VCR.
I'll rent it from you.
And yes, I watched all of them. But
yeah, you did. You
yeah.
pervert.
And everybody's like, "Wow, man, that's lame. You took your dead friend's porn and just announced it to the world."
Yes, as I was saying on one of the other shows, it's like usually as a guy, you want your best friend to come in and do the opposite. You want him to come and take all your tapes and throw them away and erase your hard drive so
Yeah.
nobody knows what you were looking at. You took them and read them over the World Wide Web.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave a thing with my family to give you my porn collection. When you watch it, I'm gonna record one of those Yul Brynner cancer commercials on. I'll be like, "Hi, Corey, this is Cyrus, and I'm dead now. You fucker better not tell anybody about this porn."
Well, if I go, I'm gonna leave some really cool porn laying around so Corey can tell the world, like clowns on parade and clowns with their penises out,
That's the name of the porn.
banging hot celebrity lookalikes. Yeah.
That's the name of the porn he looks at. That's the title right there. Clowns with penises out. So
Co-host is in the clown porn. That's cool.
You know, that will be the reaction to co-host is unquestionably the most popular member of Spill
Oh,
to
yeah.
the fans.
Get out of
And they
here.
love everything he does. He
I'm the
can
most
go
feared.
tomorrow and say, "Do you know what's hot? Sodomizing the Pope." And they'd be like, "Man, you are so right, co-host. Let's
correct.
post a bunch of fan pictures of people
I'm
sodomizing
always
the
right.
Pope."
Even when
everybody-
I'm wrong, I'm right.
everybody loves a robot.
And
What do you
then
say?
clown porn's going to go up by like 10 points in the stock market tomorrow.
Anyway, enough about me.
But
Let's
yeah,
talk
but-
more
but
about
not-
me.
But back to not descending into
Oh, yeah.
into darkness.
Does clown
instead of-
porn count as darkness?
Man, not to mention you dropped the F-bomb, but I'm gonna leave it
Did
in.
I? I'm sorry.
I think we can allow one.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I think we allow one.
We can still get our about PG rating if we have one?
PG-13.
We can get away with a PG-13. And we
Okay.
allow one.
We'll just beep
But,
out that shit.
Damn, makes you think. You have to hear about David Carradine. It makes you think what kind of death I'm gonna have. You gonna find goats in my apartment?
No, we're gonna find a vacuum.
That's gonna be one of those
We're
things where
gonna-
I come in to clean up the whole crime scene before anybody gets there. I'm like, damn it, Corey, I agreed to do this, but why you make it so hard?
Corey's there going, well, if I'm going out, I'm going out in style.
No, I definitely think you'll find a room full of vacuum cleaners, all different shapes and colors.
Got to bring rat traps
Yeah.
and bear traps.
Because in case the audience didn't know, as far as other problems with Corey, he had sex with a vacuum cleaner at one point, and he
point?
freely.
1 point.
Well,
No,
at least what he told
He had a
us.
relationship with a vacuum
See-
cleaner at one point.
Oh,
I had.
I saw him.
have you read the letters?
I saw him take that vacuum cleaner out to Tavern on the Green.
I had relations with a, no. See, you see we're very open on the site.
Corey is.
Without getting too graphic, I did to admit to being 10 years old and experimenting with the blowhole of a vacuum cleaner.
And folks, this is the
And
PG-13
this
version
is
of
the
what we do. On
PG-13
Spill.
right here, baby.
He had sex with a Hoover.
Imagine when you get into the site. It's like
Yeah, you're like, how is sex with a vacuum cleaner? Oh, it sucks. Boom.
Sometimes
you
we
jumped on him
I know.
about doing that joke
on.
earlier, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes we even
Cyrus, write
manage.
that for you again.
Sometimes we even manage to talk about movies.
Movies. Oh yeah, that's right.
Y'all see any movies this week?
You see Transformers?
David Carradine ain't looking so bad. David Carradine looking kind of normal.
Well, didn't you have a question from one of our loyal fans to read?
Yes,
Oh, yes,
yes, I
one
did.
of
Before
the-
we get out of here, we
The loyal spill.
Yeah, actually, we usually talk about movies.
we
Believe
do,
it or not,
we do. But we do have a question here. And before we get into Let's Do This, which we're going to record later, and let me know if this is a question you want to read.
Sure.
It's from. And even the email section has like vulgar names. It's like the section of our emails called "F Your Thoughts." we pronounce the whole thing on the show. And it's a very famous catchphrase on the site now. This comes from Russell, and Russell says, "What are your favorite non-conventional romantic movies that you like, and why?" An example of one of my favorites is The Terminator, where it is a sci-fi movie, but it is essentially a love story of a man who comes back in time for a woman he has only loved through pictures.
Okay, no, it isn't. It's essentially a movie about a robot chasing somebody.
yeah. I mean, what that guy says, it does happen in there.
Yeah, but
that's
almost-
not what the movie's
No,
about.
But
there's
almost
not a
every
subplot.
movie has a love story in some level. You can't call that an unconventional romance film. It's just not.
It is not. No. Now, if you want to know a movie that it does call itself an unconventional romance movie, that would be Shaun of the Dead. It says that it's a romantic comedy set in a world of zombies.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's how they describe the film.
It
So
is,
if you really
sure.
want to go that route, I would say that's the only one I can really think of.
Great answer.
Well, no,
Great answer.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
And that's a science fiction film.
Yeah, science fiction romance. Somewhere in Time is another one where it's like, wow, this is a really weird.
Wow, you're on a
romance
roll,
film.
man. That's good.
Yeah, it's I mean, there are some good ones. I like Forgetting Your Life, Forgiving You. What's the one with Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep?
Defending Your Life.
Defending Your
Defending Your
Life,
Life,
an
yeah.
excellent. Another wow, that's a weird romance film, but it is essentially a romance film.
Night of the Creeps. That's the
Night
guy
of the Creeps.
trying to
Wait
save a
a
girl he really
minute.
digs on prom night. Yeah, that's a love
That-
story.
that- yeah,
I
it
consider
could
that
be,
love,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Except generally speaking, you expect them at least to have a chance of ending up together. at the
You
end,
got any,
instead
Leo?
of the dude dying.
No, Cyrus took all my answers.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
look at you saying like you didn't have any answers. You're like, oh, he got mine.
No, I would have said Somewhere in Time.
Oh, you would have?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another part of this could be movies that are romantic comedies, but they don't follow the true convention of a Hollywood romantic comedy because they are independent. Because, Leon, you know what I'm going to talk about. One of our favorites is Jump
Just
Tomorrow.
Like Heaven. Oh, Jump Tomorrow.
I was going to say Just Like Heaven. I thought that's what he was going to say
no,
too.
no. Jump Tomorrow is... It is a romantic comedy, but it doesn't follow any of the conventions of romantic comedy because it is an independent film. So that means they just don't have to throw in things like you always see in a romantic comedy, like a montage.
It's
gross out humor.
It's an indie film, and is it a foreign film? I mean,
No, it's not.
It's weird. It's not a foreign film, but you have like the lead. She's from Spain, and the lead actor, he's from Africa.
And the lead guy from that is the lead singer of TV on the Radio.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of these movies where it's a romantic comedy. It doesn't follow any of the rom-com conventions, and you don't really know where it's going. But
Rom-com.
man, once it gets there,
You never heard that?
I'm sorry.
Rom-com, you idiot.
where'd you get that?
dumbass.
I don't know. It's something
The
everybody's
hell?
been saying for the last 3 years.
Mr. Cool over there.
I can't be
Sorry.
bothered to pronounce the
Who
entire
are you,
word.
Joe Hollywood?
Mr. Movie Jargon over here. Rom-com.
John Q. Popcorn.
Sound like a device from Remco or something like. Sound like the ShamWow, the rom-com.
I'm gonna say English, Leon. Speak it.
You know that guy? What's his name? Robinson DeVore?
DeVore?
No, that he did the Woman Chaser. Who
Yeah.
was the guy that did Jump Tomorrow? Because he did release a movie recently.
Well, he
which-
did that documentary on people who love animals.
No,
right?
that's the same guy that did.
that's Robinson DeVore.
Yeah,
There was
no,
another movie recently by him, and I remember
No,
we
it
actually
was.
didn't like it all.
It was
was
the one with Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Last Chance Harvey.
Last Chance Harvey. He's
yeah.
the director of that. You know what? So people don't think we're true dumbasses. I'm gonna look it up on the computer.
But
I haven't seen any of these movies, but
Um,
I have one.
What is it?
Audition.
Audition,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay, all right.
Not
You know
a
what?
romantic
Yeah.
comedy though.
But it
Oh,
starts
but-
off
but-
as
but let me
one,
tell you this.
Don't give
When-
away
when
the
Corey and I
ending.
saw it, all the press notes said it was like, oh, it's kind of a romantic comedy about a Japanese
Did it?
widower who's
Yes.
who's shy and wants to meet a girl and pretends to be a director so he can meet a new wife. And the woman he gets with is a bit demure. She's demure, but he turns out she's more than he thinks she is. And that's all it said.
Yep.
Not having
So,
any
so
idea.
I went, and the first hour was everything they said. It was kind of boring. I was
Oh
falling
yeah,
asleep.
people. That movie is a Japanese horror film.
Yeah, it's a
now,
horror film.
Now, with the way to describe it, it is today one of my favorite movies because
mine too.
It is one of those rare films that caught me off guard. If you don't want any spoilers here, don't go off for
But,
about 2 minutes.
The thing is,
but
we've
Run
already
away.
spoiled. Like when I tell people about it, when they see it, they go like, "Oh, well, it wasn't as shocking as you said." I'm like, "Yeah, because you didn't see it the same way. Like, there's no way I could
Right.
get you to see it and be as shocked as I was by it."
Well, no, because when we saw it, it was like you described. It said, "Hey, this is a romantic comedy type film," and we went in there and we even got bored. We were like, "Man, this is a romantic comedy." Right down and just bring a girlfriend to this. We don't want to see this shit. This is boring. And then right when we were about to give up on it, the girl in the movie is on the phone and she's
There's a
talking to the
burlap
guy
sack
and
in
there's
the
a bag
background.
and that bag and you don't know what that bag is at for and you look at it and all of a sudden that bag goes like
Yeah,
it
it
goes
starts
across the
moving
floor.
around. You know there's a human body inside.
The
You're
film
like,
turns into some like David Lynch crap on acid.
David Cronenberg stuff, really.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that him too.
Mixed with a little Eli Roth. 'Cause
Yeah.
There was such torture in there. Like this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
only movie that
And
made
this
me
is
like,
way before
I got
Eli
up
Roth,
and ran
yeah.
out of the theater. I'm serious. I'd never done this before. I had to leave, and I stood outside asking Corey, "What's happening now?
Oh, yeah.
What's happening now?"
it scared the hell out of us and
You're such
and-
a little girl
I know,
sometimes. I love you,
Sorry,
man,
man.
but with horror, you're like,
Yeah,
No,
where-
not
where do you
with
keep your
most
purse?
of it. I think it's cheesy and stupid, but there's certain things where like, hey man, you in a realm I can't deal
when it
with.
gets
Yeah.
to you.
No,
it's-
it
Do
was-
yourself a favor and go check that out.
Yeah, so that actually counts as a romantic comedy.
Damn right it does.
But a
the first
romantic
hour
comedy
of it-
gone wrong, So
It's the kind of romantic comedy I want to see.
It's like how like Fatal Attraction started out as some kind of a romantic comedy that went wrong.
Yeah.
This one goes way wronger than that.
yes, it
Well,
does.
people hope you've been making a list. So that's pretty much it for this show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it?
yeah. That's it.
over?
We'll tell you. We were gonna do a short thing. These aren't very long for Hollywood.com. I don't do these
No.
epics,
We're only
yeah.
giving you a taste.
Yeah.
Now, if you want the real deal, you got to come over to spill.com.
Where you'll get lots more of this at more of a rated R level. You'll get that in joke that Leon just made, and you'll just have a lot of fun watching our
But
videos.
hey, it's a Web
Leon made
2.0.
a
There's
joke.
other members
What?
you can talk to and get into debates with. There's all kinds of clubs.
You can
and-
develop your own kind of fame on Spill.com, and I'm not even kidding.
No,
there are
you're
guys
not.
on there.
That's true.
Some of the members are as well known as we are.
Yeah.
Listen, right
Some
now,
of the members are as crazy as Leon.
yeah, there's some kind of obscure thing that you think you're the only person that's into. Just post something about it,
Yeah.
and you'll see how many people out there just like you.
Or you'll be tormented.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. But I will have to say this: if you do come over there, and I'll close by mentioning that it is one of the friendliest social networks
True.
that you. Now, the site isn't just a social networking site. There is an aspect of it, but as far as the community goes, this is a very supportive group. There, I have to say, even when somebody is starting to be mean, someone is there to jump on them saying, "Hey, we don't take that here. So go somewhere else with that." So don't hesitate to come by. It's not for everybody, and especially I know there's a lot of older people on on Hollywood.com. So if you come to Spill.com, you might be turned off a little bit, but we
You
got
might get the boot.
yeah we
No,
but-
no,
but we-
no, boot. It tends to be a younger crowd, but,
But-
you'll find your
But
way.
we have our older members on there. I mean, one of
Yeah,
the
we
most
do.
popular members on there is a woman who's like 50 something years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But that's her fault.
Who's really into Danny Phantom.
Yeah, granted she's a little bit crazy, but
Who's that?
If that
no,
gives you any
no,
indication.
Ghost
what I'm
Rider,
talking
man.
about.
We love Ghost Rider.
He's
Yeah.
our
Oh
internet
no,
mom.
I was asking about the person she was into.
Who Danny Phantom?
Yeah,
is?
yeah. Do I got to
All right.
Wikipedia that?
All right, let's go ahead before we
Yeah,
start
you
going
actually
off into
would.
something else. We're spiraling off into obscurity, so let's go ahead and get on out of here, and we'll talk to you next week.